Hello, I'm Karen Elgersma at the Gardens at HCP, getting ready for music and art in the garden. And you're watching Go Island on ShawTV. On today's show, Paul Ballstein meets some housing developers who are saving a forest while creating a new community for nearly 100 families. And we discover how women are not only falling in love with the motorcycle, but they're turning their passion into profit for charities that empower women. All that and much more on Go Island. To hear the beautiful sound of running water, music. I can even hear the laughter of children right now. We are in heaven on earth right now, the Gardens at HCP in Saanich, and this place is about to get even more beautiful because what is happening in a couple of weeks?
It's very exciting. It's our 20th anniversary of our Arts and Music Festival, our biggest event of the year. We're expecting over 3,000 people over 2 days on Saturday and Sunday, August 9th and 10th. Couldn't be more excited.
Now, what I love about this event is it's enough to walk through the gardens at HCP. They're beautiful. You can learn so much. There's so much to see. Every garden has a theme. Every theme has something to celebrate. But when you add artists working on canvases and creating art and live music and food, it is truly a celebration not to be missed in Victoria. Tell us a little bit about some of the people who will be part of the event this year.
So we have also partnered with a local brewery, which is exciting. They even make dog beer. It's really about the celebration of what we have in our own backyard, not just with the gardens, but opening it up and exposing it to so many more people who may not have a horticulture knowledge or love, but exposing it and expanding the horizons to incorporate classic cars, artists, musicians, emerging artists. It's just it has a great feel. It's a fun weekend, and usually the weather's brilliant.
Take your visitors, take your friends, take your family, take your children. This is really an event that will make your summer absolutely complete. We're going to meet some of the musicians and artists in just a moment, but first we're going to head out to the Shawnigan Lake area where there is a brand new development that's happening. And when you hear the word development, you always think, oh no, they're going to clear cut the area. But this development is all about preserving the forest and sustainability. It is a concept created by visionaries Paul Ballstein with that story. It's incredible when visionaries come together to create a new way of how we can develop communities in a sustainable way. Love that story. Thanks, Paul Ballstein. We're here at the Gardens at HCP, a true gardener's garden where you not only are surrounded by beauty, but you have the opportunity to learn so much when you're here. And of course, there'll be a big event here, August 9th and 10th, music and art in the gardens. Oh, all those words together, and you add beer. Oh, heaven, heaven. You guys are gonna be part of that as well. Tell us about the new partnership and how people can be part of this new thing.
So we have the great opportunity to partner with Gardens at HCP. The Canadian Cancer Society, as you know, our signature flower of hope is a daffodil, and there's literally thousands upon thousands of them here. So just the fit alone there is really important for us. We have something called Gardens of Hope that we do a planting ceremony in the fall, a blooming ceremony in the spring, and so the Gardens at HCP are coming on as our signature sponsor of that event.
So if people come to the event here at the Gardens on the weekend, how can they connect with you and be part of what you guys are doing?
Excellent. Well, we'll actually have a table here so people will be able to purchase bulbs for their own personal gardens if they want to, or they can get involved with the official garden here that's going to be taking place in September.
Love this partnership so much. It literally gives me goosebumps.
Yeah,
it's so cool. Well, I want to thank you so much for being a visionary yourself and coming up with an idea like this. We're going to meet some of the musicians and artists that are part of the event that is coming up in just a moment. But first, women like you, Tracy, are changing the world every day, and there are a group of women who are changing the world a little bit. Why? How? Well, they're getting on a motorcycle and they are coming together to create change. This story will empower you. Apparently these women will ride past people and people kind of like, they think it's like a motorcycle gang and then they realize it's like 200 women because they see the hair in the background and people are always like, what? I love it so much. There's something sexy about a woman on a motorcycle.
The
There's
leather.
It is the leather.
The leather.
It is the leather. There's also something
And the
sexy
big
about
machine.
They are. They're like, what is somebody? They're like a steed. I also think it's exciting, inspiring when I meet women who have the kind of talent you have. I mean, take a look at the work behind us. Wow. Amazing. Tell us, what made you decide to be part of the Horticultural Centre's big event, Art and Music in the Gardens? Because it's a huge commitment. It's all weekend.
Yes. I have been doing this event for a few years now, and I did it once. A friend asked me, and the gardens are so beautiful. And the people who come are so beautiful and so happy to be here that it really is a pleasure to share my art and to chat with people and sort of get to know everybody a bit more.
It's one of those events that if you don't go, everybody will tell you about it after, and then you'll be mad at yourself for not going. Tickets you can get when you come here, or you can get them online. We have to take a very short break, but go nowhere. When we come back, we're going to be meeting another artist, and also we're going to be going on a kayaking adventure up island, so stick around. From kayaking to gardening, it's endless the activities you can fill your calendar with during the summer when you live on Vancouver Island. But let me tell you one thing you want to put in your calendar right now. Listen up, lean in, my friends. Art and Music in the Gardens. This year, it is Saturday and Sunday, August 9th and 10th. We have world-renowned artists and musicians, and food, and beer, and a classic car show, all here at one of the most beautiful gardens in Canada, Gardens at HCP in Saanich. You're one of the artists that are participating. Tell us, what made you decide to give up a whole weekend in your summer to be here?
Well, I actually came across the arts website, and I was interested in it because it looked like a beautiful venue.
Yeah.
So I emailed and talked to Brian, and he invited me to come have a booth here. And I arrived today, my first time. It's absolutely beautiful in the gardens, and just the atmosphere, I really like it.
We have to take a very, very short break, but please stay with us, because you hear that? That beautiful music. Yeah, we're going to meet the talent behind that music in just a moment. And we are going to head to Kamloops, and we are going to find out a little bit about a new wine region that's being created there. It's impossible to be stressed right now. This music, the beautiful gardens at HCP. Tell us about this magical instrument you're playing.
This is a copy of a Renaissance lute made by Grant Tomlinson of Vancouver, and it's modeled after an instrument from around 1510 or so in Europe, in German maker in Italy, actually.
It always reminds me a little bit of the many Shakespeare plays I've seen all over the world, where they actually will have that music as part of the play. It's just so soothing, though. Are you stressed when you play? You can't be.
I guess it depends on how well prepared I am.
What a beautiful instrument. It's just a piece of art to look at. What does it mean to you to be part of this year's Art and Music in the Gardens here at HCP?
Well, it's always great to be part of events that draw in lots of different kinds of disciplines, you know, different artists and different musicians.
It really is an incredible place to hear music, to see art, to meet the artists behind the music and the art. You come here and you wander around and you just keep pinching yourself and think, I can't believe I'm surrounded by all this beauty. It's just amazing. Well, thank you so much for playing for us all day. I've stayed so calm and zen just hearing you in the background. I think I'm going to hire him to come play with me all day long every time I go out shooting. I don't want to thank you so much for watching. I want to remind you that Saturday, Sunday, August 9th and 10th, art and music in the gardens at HCP. They used to be called the Horticultural Centre of the Pacific, and then they were called Glendale Gardens. But it doesn't matter what they're called. What matters is if you come here, your life will be changed. And bring an appetite. There'll be food, there'll be beer, there'll be music, there'll be fun. We will see you there.
Women's clothing provided by Tulip Noir, casual designer fashions. Men's wardrobe by DG Bremner & Co. Menswear and accessories. Hair services provided by Salon J.